Nice. Okay, okay, they're saying, we're sorry. Alright, so from the library, I'm gonna take a little short walk around here. This is kind of interesting. The great buffalo used to roam. this is all you're gonna see of a buffalo around here. So sad to think that big buffalo shooting contest disrupted the herd's numbers so badly, but then the barbed wire fence really added to the drop in numbers. From the high school, they got this abandoned house I'd really like to look at inside. Maybe I'll take a peek. The neighbors are out, but they look like they're preoccupied. If I could just get around. But then you got neighbors over here. He looks like he's coming from behind. All right, he's wrapping around behind, so I could take a peek through the front window. Wow, that's an old bottle. Can you see anything? Huh. Just right next to the high school, and not a single window is broken. And it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. These high schoolers behave themselves. Something tells me he's not gonna mow the abandoned houses, properties, abandoned houses, lawn. Grackle got chased off by a yellow belly. We had a couple of yellow bellies. Those poor grackles, they're so skittish about even the smallest birds. That's why you don't see many grackles around here. The grackles are not nearly as aggressive as other birds, like the blacker northern grackle, or whatever they're called, blackbirds. Sad to see. And people are scared by videos of droves, thousands and thousands of grackles in a parking lot. That's the most skittish bird in the nation. And they just thrive in the areas that are drier, that don't support the other northern, more aggressive birds. All right, so it's... Oh.
Hello.
Hi, just looking around.
We're actually
Okay.
still closed to the public.
What? For what? For the
For
COVID?
the COVID, yes.
Oh, why do you still have the hours posted that you're open? You don't have a sign that says closed for COVID.
I just had the closed sign though.
Yeah? Oh, we're supposed to assume that? But right next to that, you have the open hours, 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, and it's after 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So I see two, like different messages.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And
I'm-
so, I mean, I don't.
Are you gonna be around for a few more weeks or so?
No, for a few more weeks. No,
Well, I'm assuming I'm gonna hear from my board that's gonna open this out
Well-
next week, I'm assuming, but they haven't given me the permission to be open yet, so.
Okay, all right.
So sorry, but thank you.
Yeah. I guess you can kind of look from the outside. Coffee bean. I could kind of go for that, but I like my mortar and pestle a lot. So you can see the museum, in large part from the outside. It's got a lot to it. So we have to be uncultured for a few more weeks. That's too bad that they have to be so strict about this type of thing. Alright, the drone is still in good shape. No dings. see. Right, we're recording. I'm in Atwood, going to the Lions Park from the library. 0.6 miles. It's just a straight shot. I am fully charged up. This, something's the matter with the display. The light is showing like it's burnt out or something weird. It's not that hot, but I definitely want to cover all the windows when I get to the park. There's overnight parking there, but it's $25. I take a right on 3rd Street. That's the next block. Oh, there's a park up there. Well, I don't know. It's like the way it looks on the map, I go to 3rd Street. Could be wrong. As long as I get there. City Hall. City Hall's on this corner. I just hope there's off-street parking. Just want to get in. Physical hazards. Whoa! Oh, that's a big one. You got to pay attention to that. Wow. That's a big nasty dip. There's more. Wow. For channeling the water. It's practically something that just forces you to stop. Yeah, I really hope to find some shade parking, but I can live without it. I can just cover up the windows, roll them all the way down. In fact, that's something I need to do. There we go. It's down a little ways here. There's no warnings for those dips. You really gotta pay close attention. The sun's making my skin feel tingly. I think I've exposed my skin to the sun enough for the day. Some fuzziness in the air. I don't know if it's from a tree or the suds of the car wash. Okay, this is strange. Ooh, that's an old truck. Check that out. An old man in an old truck. 2 wheels for the rear. Oh my god, that was a big drop. There could be a nasty one in this water. Well, because the library didn't require me to wear a face mask, I'm thinking the park's bathrooms are probably unlocked. Well, I don't want to park next to the children's playground. Yeah, there's the camp. You know, there's just no designated parking. It's not clear. They got 4 basketballs out here. Nobody's taking them. There are all kinds of kids around here. Oh God, I'm not too thrilled about the parking here. I'll just have to cover up the windows and hope for the best. Alright, so these bathrooms are patrolled. By cops on a regular basis. Alright, walking down away from my car past the RV park, which I read on Google Maps is $25 a night. I'd rather look for somewhere free. Some stairs in the swamp. That's a pretty neat entrance for the RV. And they got a good sized pond area. Probably good for fishing. I did see some kids with fishing poles. Alright, so I'm looking for somewhere to sleep overnight. I don't know if I want to stay here. I don't know if it's such a good idea. They charge $25 for the RV. This is a little turnout area. And if they allow an overnight RV parking, I'm thinking that there's a chance that I could just park here overnight in this little turnout. That's tempting to try. I'm not happy seeing these workout stations along this lake in Atwood. I don't see anything I like. Only the rows where you row. They spent too much money on really negligible things. Too many moving parts. But the pull-up bar up ahead, that looks decent. You need to standardize things to not have any moving parts, especially outdoors. They're gonna put things out with moving parts in the outdoors, spending way too much money. All right, I want to get a little recording of this sign up here, Frontier and Rollins. Vast expanse of the high plains encompass Rollins, Cheyenne, Indians, and yeah. Alright, so from the sign in the park at Lake Park, this motel gets my attention with this section over here called bird cleaning. What is it? What kind of birds are they talking about? Doesn't really look well set up anyway. Not much of a sink. Just use the hose, I suppose. And I don't know if it's a hunting thing. While I sit here hunkered for another day trying to keep out of the sun, I think about the differences in instincts between people. It's like white people gotta hide from the sun instinctually to save ourselves, while black people can just remove all their clothes and bask in the sun all day because they kind of instinctually need that sun. If you're gonna have black skin, you need to expose your skin more to the sun. But if you're white, you gotta instinctually hide from the sun much more often. Alright, cooking some fish inside. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about this. This is a common problem. Look at how close that thing is. I keep forgetting about this net. Every time I cook, it's gotta come off. Absolutely. I keep forgetting about it though. How close I can get to this robin. So I just heard a grackle call. It's probably that same one that got chased by the yellow belly. I would really like to know. I'd really like to see, but I'm too scared to. But I'd really like to see how grackles handle the hot summers in Texas. What do they do? Do they just kind of operate business as usual in the 100+ degree weather? How do they get through that? So I was able to sleep here overnight with no problem. I think I might go for another night and I'll park during the daytime at the courthouse parking lot. I walked by there and there's excellent shade parking. Nobody underneath the shade, largely because of the COVID closures, I guess. They probably normally have cars, but that building doesn't allow people right now. So I'd rather park there, and then it's just a block or block and a half to the library, and then maybe come back for the evening time. That's the plan. I don't know if anything will change, but it's peaceful enough to hang out here. It's going to be even hotter today. It's going to be about at least 5 degrees warmer, so I'm not looking forward to that. But if I can find shade, really good shade, like what I've seen, maybe it is tolerable. So I've come to the conclusion that I can put this on practically any surface. There is no risk of falling, even on this type of surface for calf raises.